So since we're traveling out to Bayern Munich this episode and just the state of Bavaria in general, I've always wanted to go to one place, the original Hofbrauhaus. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. It's absolutely amazing. They give you samples of wurst, all different kinds of sausage they have there, beer by the stein, and believe me, I always want to try their dark dunkels. And, oh yeah, that's right. I'm talking about food, and we got a match to play. I wonder if Carlo Ancelotti could take us out afterwards. I mean, he's probably going to beat us to within an inch of our life. The only proper nice thing that he could do is to take us out for a free meal. Right, now let's get this over with. Second leg of the round of 16 versus Bayern Munich is today. So let's start the show. What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome back to the Basque Boys. And as always, if you are still enjoying the series, please go and drop it a like. It lets me know that you're still interested in the series, and I'm very appreciative that you are. Today, we got ourselves Celta Vigo in the league, and then the second leg of Bayern Munich in the round of 16 in the Champions League. But before we get to that, we got ourselves a few matches that we played in the league. Have we stayed the pace to get into Europe for next season? And the answer is yes, to a degree. We have gone undefeated over the next 3 matches that we've played, 2 draws and a win. Unfortunately, the first draw that we had was against Oviedo, and it was a 0-0. Figured we lost points here since we were the more dominant side, taking more than double the amount of shots that Oviedo put forth, but only 1 on target. That's a problem. We need more shots on target. But I will take away a 0-0 draw versus Barcelona when they themselves had more than double the amount of shots. We had ourselves more on target this time around, just couldn't get past Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the German goalkeeper, in net. But I will say this, everybody on the defensive line above a 7-3. And Stefan Ruffier with a 7-4 helping out. The defense was a wall today, not allowing anything. And the final match in the stretch, we absolutely dominated Levante by the score of 3-0, in which we did not allow them a single shot taken throughout the 90 minutes. We had ourselves double digits, and Munain, Susaeta, and Batista getting the goals on this day. Now, where's that put us on the table? Well, with 10 matches left to go, we're still in 5th place, but we're inching ever so closer to both Sevilla and Atletico. We're 2 points behind Sevilla, 3 behind Atletico, and we are already starting to have ourselves a little bit of a gap between Betis and Villarreal, 5 points ahead of them. Right, so let's get into our first match here in the league. It's against Celta Vigo, and this is how we're going to line up. Couple of changes on the defensive side. Kepa is going to get the start in net, giving Stefan Ruffier a little bit of a rest. Leque, I want to say that I was saying it wrong for all this time, and that it's Inigo Leque. Anybody that's Spanish, please correct me if I'm wrong. Aymeric Laporte, Xabi Acheta is going to get himself a start today, and Mikel Balenciaga, the 4 along the back line. Benyat and Marino going to be the 2 midfielders. Munain, Garcia, Susaeta along the attacking midfront. John Batista sitting up front. Hopefully he can get the goals here today. Celta are still deadly, if we remember from last time, especially last season, where they kind of just sat and teabagged us the entire time. But this time around, I feel like we got their number. We can do the business and at least come away with a draw. So let's go out there, kick off, and see what happens. Trying to look to continue our form in the 20 seconds in, we almost gave up a goal. Iago Aspas coming through, takes a shot off the post, defense, it's all a shambles, but we clear it for now. It's only halfway and they get the ball right back. And the highlight's over. What even the hell just happened? Benyat, can he recycle it into the middle of the park? He does get it out to Balenciaga, to Munain. If he just passes it off, okay, it bounces off the goalkeeper and it goes into the back of the net. It's 1-0 to Athletic off of some really funky play right there. Let's take a look at that on the replay. Benyat out to Balenciaga, who then puts in a little bit of a short cross to Munain, takes the shot even though that was ill-advised. It was directly at the goalkeeper. He just spilled it into the back of his own net. And I'll take it. 23 minutes on, Susaeta coming up the wing, puts in a cross to Munain. It's a foul in the box. D'Ambrosio just goes through a man. And we got ourselves a penalty in the 23rd minute. Mikel San Jose is not going to step up and take this because he is sitting on the bench. It's going to be Raul Garcia. I didn't really think that Raul Garcia would have been my secondary penalty taker, but just slips it under the goalkeeper anyway. It's now 2-0 to Athletic Club. Raul Garcia doesn't get a lot of chances. It's only his second goal of the season, but hey, come up big when you can, son. Thank you very much. Ooh, just under the goalkeeper. So we come to halftime with, I feel, a deserved lead, even though the first goal was kind of BS for Celta, and we got ourselves a penalty, but we've been having more of the possession, more of the shots, more shots on target, so I feel like we do deserve this lead. Other than that, don't really have to say much of anything. Defense is looking a little sketchy at times, but other than that, if we can just hold this down for the next 45, come away with 3 points. Corner kick, Beñat gets it into Acheta, and Sergio saving it on the line. Laporte was actually running through the back of the nets. Thought for sure that he would have got a head onto it. But other than that, yeah, not really good. And I thought we were going to hit him on another attack here. Oh, man, and now Celta are going to hit us on a break. It's end-to-end stuff. Guidetti to Orellana. Orellana takes a shot, but it's a good save by Kepa. All right, 8 minutes to go. I'm going to drop back to our 4-3-3. And Kike Sola has already been subbed on. Raul Garcia is going to see himself off for Itaraspe. And Xabi Acheta, even though he has a 7-6, he is also worse for wear in the center backing spot. So he's going to come off. Mikel San Jose is coming on. And like I said, with 8 minutes left, 2-0, I just don't see us coming back to lose. And with 5 seconds left to go, we come together on an attack, but it's cleared away. The ref's going to blow his full-time whistle. Celta 0, Athletic Club 2. We pick up the 3 points, a crucial 3 points, because I feel like I honestly feel like this puts us in the 4th place. I don't know about Sevilla. Sevilla have still yet to play, but for now, we are in 4th place. So, yeah, we'll just put this aside for now, and in 4 days' time, we're going to be taking on Bayern Munich in the second leg, and we need to get 3 goals if we need to advance. That's a tall order, going into Germany and trying to get 3 goals. Right, so this is the formation that we are going to be utilizing versus Bayern Munich today. The sweeper is back, because I feel like we need an extra defender that could also transition into midfield attack, and that's what Laporte can do. That's why I trained him up to do it. So yes, this is what the lineup's going to look like. Ruffier is in net, Laporte the sweeper, Acheta, San Jose the defensive backs, Balenciaga, Leque out on the wings, Beñat, Marino in the middle of the park, Munayin, Susaye the wings, attacking wings that is, and John Batista sitting up front. Taking a look at the Bayern Munich attack, well, you obviously know that the big Pole Lewandowski is going to be up there. Thomas Muller, Arturo Vidal, Julian Weigl, if you want to get the true pronunciation. Alaba, Hummels, Philipp Lahm, Manuel Neuer, of course, sitting in the back of the net. And, well, yeah, hopefully we got to try and get something out of this. So, 3 goals, guys. That's simple enough, right? As much as I want to go full-on FU attack mode, I feel like that'll just give us all sorts of problems. Going against a team like Bayern Munich, and even though I'm playing on counterattack, I'm still coming away with problems. As right there, almost a flick-on header from Lewandowski into the back of the net, and then the second corner comes in, Stefan Ruffier with a save. Third corner, almost immediately, Mats Hummels almost on the back post. It's a good save, and a good clearance away by the defense. See, this is the type of pressure that we're going to have to be going up against throughout the entirety of the match, and I feel like it's going to break us down sooner or later. It's going to happen. But with 4 minutes and some change left to go in this half, Bayern Munich doing very well with the ball, and who else but Robert Lewandowski is the goal scorer. Bayern have themselves a 1-0 lead. 4-1 in aggregate. It's pretty much tie over at this point. On top of the 3 away goals that they have, yeah, it's over. I'm calling it right now. We're not coming back. Halftime, and at this point in time, I might as well just start subbing people on just to get some match fitness and experience. So Iker Munayin's going to come out. Sabine is going to take his place. Marino, I'm keeping an eye on this guy. Marino's probably going to be the second guy out. But yeah, I've got nothing. I didn't even do team talks because I got nothing. There's just no way we're coming back from this. It's just damage limitation mode at this point in time. Can we prevent Bayern from putting 3 or 4 past us? Corner kick for Thiago. It's inside. Müller. Oh, what a good clearance away. Lewandowski came down with it, but it was punted past the halfway line. No goal chance this time around. I say that, and right away, Bayern with another goal-scoring opportunity. Douglas Costa crossing to Müller, but Ruffier with the save. And I'm not going to say that, that probably hurt us in the long run of actually winning the damn thing. We weren't going to win this damn thing in the first place. It was all about mitigating the damage. Try and not get embarrassed. Like a certain other team that lost 5-1 to Bayern. But anyway, it was all about not losing too badly. Yes, we lost 3-1 in the first leg. We could lose 2-0 here. It looks like Bayern are having themselves a fun time just passing the ball in between the green shirts. Thomas Müller with the ball. Martinez. Renato Sanchez getting himself some play time. Douglas Costa, Lewandowski, the big Pole with a brace. And it's 2-0 to Bayern Munich. I was about to say Bayer Leverkusen again. I don't know why. But 5-1 on aggregate. It's just a clinical finishing show put on by the German side, as you would expect. There's no other words I can say this except that the clearly far superior team came out on top today. And as you see there, final whistle, 2-0, 5-1 on aggregate. How much money do we actually get out of this? We get 6 million euro. For playing in the round of 16, we get 6 million euro for our troubles. That's not too bad. Right, so now let's take a look at the schedule of what our final matches are to end the season out. And as you can see, the very last match is against Sevilla. Now, obviously, we're going to be playing that. It all depends on how far back should we start the next episode on. Should we start at Espanyol or should we start at Valladolid? I honestly think that we should start at Valladolid and do the last 3 just to get that hype up for are we going to even make it into Champions League placement? Are we going to get 4th place? Are we going to stay in 5th place once all is said and done and only make the Europa League? Who knows? That's why we'll probably come back versus Valladolid and do the last 3 matches. Right, so that's going to be the end of this episode, and I'd like to thank you all very much for watching it. Of course, as always, if you like what you saw, please do go ahead and drop it a like, subscribe if you're new, and of course, comment below on what you thought about this episode and the series as a whole. I just got a long comment from Rodrigo Duterte. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to write the long comment. I did answer it back. It's been very detailed, believe me, and I'll try to institute some of the changes that you had, and definitely look at the players that you made mention that were of Basque descent. It will definitely help me out in the long run. But anyway, guys, this has been Gendo, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, and peace out. Yeah, we were never going to win the Champions League this year anyway, and drawing against Bayern Munich, that pretty much was the nail in the coffin on that. But hey, you can't look away from 6 million euro. That's going to help us out in the long run.